came back from Mincha and we didn't say Tach. What is so important about Rosh Hashanah Li'Ilan? And why are we celebrating the tree with so much emphasis in halacha? In this week's parasha, Parashas Beshalach, Vayasev Elokim es ha'am, Derech, HaKadosh Baruch Hu takes the people of Israel who are on the way to Eretz Yisrael in a very circuitous route. And isn't this typical of Jewish history? The Jew as a nation is on his way to Eretz Yisrael, but there's so many difficulties and so many zigzags. And on a personal level, the same is true. A Jew goes out on his road, on his path of Avodas Hashem. He's trying so hard to get closer to the Ribono Shel Olam, to serve Hashem properly on the highest level. And yet, so many bilbulim, so many confusions on the way, so many impediments and barriers that he has to overcome. And a Jew, heaven forbid, comes to a state of despair and he thinks, instead of coming closer to Hashem, Hashem is being marachik me. He's pushing me away. But anything to the contrary is true, because Hashem is challenging us. And by challenging us, we reach higher and higher levels of kiruv. We're really coming closer to Hashem, not further than Hashem. And this brings me back to the Ilan, that one single tree. There's a tree somewhere out in Africa. It's called the 100-year tree. It produces once in a century one single leaf. But when that leaf comes out, this is symbolic. The tree is going to suffer so many challenges, the nature and the elements and the storms and the winds. And it's going to take the tree a full 100 years to produce one leaf, but that one leaf is the leaf of glory, of optimism. This is how we have to understand our Avodas Hashem. God is challenging us so that we reach higher levels, and all the adversities in our life and all the impediments are challenges on nisyonos, just like the people in the Midbar for 40 years. He wrote some be his will, that we face all these challenges, but with the proper attitude, never to be afraid, always to realize that Hashem is interested in bringing us close, and he appreciates and cherishes every little advance and progress that we make. And if we do so, then Amir Hashem will be zochet to see that wonderful Ilan of Tu B'Shvat reach full bloom and full blossom, and will be able to be Makayim all the mitzvahs Hatliyas Eretz Yisrael. Amen.